Constitutions are made primarily and solely to benefit the people. Whether you are making a new constitution, or whether you are reviewing it, or whether you are amending it, the primary focus should be the people of that country. And in our case, our primary focus should be the people of Kenya. How do our constitutions benefit Kenyans? So constitutions are also made to bring prosperity among the people. They must benefit the people, not an individual or an elite group, and are made to benefit future generations. We cannot make constitutions for ourselves today. We have to make it for our children and their children. That is the essence of constitutional making and constitutional changes. So constitutional changes must also be honest and truthful. It cannot have a veil of dishonesty around them, that we are pretending to change the constitutions of a country for our own benefit. Let's be truthful about them. Why are we making this constitution? Do we even mean what we say when we say we are amending the constitution or we are making a new constitution? So there has to be honesty and truthfulness in seeking to amend the constitution. There can never be a hidden agenda at all. Constitutional change must not bring division to a country. As a matter of fact, as the highest law in the land, it must unite a people. The moment a constitution-making process brings disunity, then that's a bad product. It must be abandoned. The Punguza Mizigo Kenya, which we are now calling PMK in short, proposals are proposed by our party to benefit all Kenyans, wherever they may be, regardless of tribe, political affiliation, numbers, or wherever they come from. And Third Way Kenya is only putting this proposal because the Constitution of Kenya, at Article 257, allows anyone, any Kenyan. So you should not be stopped from making any proposals as a Kenyan. You can make those proposals. Let the Kenyans have the choices, whether this proposal is proposed by XYZ or by Mheshimiwa Eli, Mheshimiwa Kilonzo or Gakuru from their parties, are good for Kenyans. That should be the essence. We cannot continue living in a country where children of the ordinary citizen are consistently out of school due to lack of fees, as the wealthy ruling class train their children using public funds. It is the ordinary citizen. We make the argument in this proposal that it is the ordinary citizen whose efforts contribute the most in building this country, and we must therefore make them the first-line beneficiaries of public services.